All right, I just wanted to do this live so you can see one of the biggest obstacles I find to people getting the breakthrough they're looking for is feeling their emotions. So I want to show you a technique I use to stay present to your emotions and really allow yourself to process it. So especially if you're feeling something deeply, maybe a relationship has ended, something happened at work with a coworker, with your boss, with a friend, and it's just so heavy. You're feeling that so heavily. What we tend to do is run away, suppress it, get busy, try to do anything but feel it when the breakthrough is by feeling it, by going through that emotion, allowing the emotion, the energy in motion to deliver the message that it is bringing to you, to allow the feeling to not make it wrong. So grab a piece of paper, a notepad, something you can doodle on. I like to use Sharpie or black marker. You use whatever you want. I like the contrast of the black and white. Some people prefer color. Some people like to color this in. So you're going to honor whatever it is for you. There is no right or wrong way to do it. I'm going to show you what I do, and you give yourself permission to explore and see what wants to come out of what you do, what wants to be expressed through you, which doesn't have to be what I am doing. All right. Lost my camera. Back. All right, so think of that heavy emotion, or if you don't have a heavy emotion, you can just see whatever emotion is present. So just imagine if you're in your head, if you're thinking, if you don't know what it is we're doing, you're confused, that's all head action. That's all thought. So you can imagine being in the center of your head, using your imagination, and taking an elevator ride down into your body. And just notice, be curious, explore what is there. And when you come up with a feeling that you're feeling, not a thought, you can write it at the bottom of your page. Then you're going to take your opposite hand from the hand that you wrote, your non-dominant hand, and you're going to freely doodle, keeping your pen, marker, writing instrument on the page and not deciding or predicting, kind of allowing your hand to do whatever it wants to do without you thinking about it or interfering. Just letting your hand move, feeling the feeling that you wrote down, just staying with that feeling, allowing your hand to express that feeling. I like to loop back to where I started, but that's not a requirement. This again is the way I choose to do it. You can doodle whatever it is that works for you. Now, if you've ever looked at neurographic art or done neurographic art, they teach you to round out these sharp intersections, these sharp corners. So the way the brain is structured. There are no sharp corners. Everything is rounded. And so the idea is when you're doing that, you are creating space for whatever it is that you're working on. In this case, we're feeling this emotion. I tend to think the black and white also creates a bit of a trance-like state, and the softening of lines is just more conducive to that trance-like state, so you can stay with the emotion out of your head. Now I do it a little bit differently. So instead of just rounding corners, like neurographic art would dictate, this would be the rounding of corners. I simply round out or reshape the shapes, but without thinking. I'm not trying to make it perfect. I'm just going to reshape the shapes or redraw the shapes, but not try to make it perfectly drawn. I'm just going to redraw. And when you do that free flowing, you naturally will create those soft edges, right? It will naturally smooth out. So keep doing that with every shape. And without thinking about it, I'm not trying to apply anything. I'm just drawing in loosely, the rounding out loosely. My lines aren't perfect. I'm focusing on my emotion as I do it, removing any harsh intersections. Staying with the feeling, staying present. If it's very heavy, if the emotions are very heavy, it's always good to remember that your breath is a very present activity. It doesn't happen in the past or the future. It's only happening in the present moment. So if you can focus on your breath, you know you are safe. The present moment is safe. There's only fear or anxiety when we're projecting past or future. So if the feelings are intense, feel those feelings. Remember to breathe. Your breath is safe. And just stay in that emotion. Stay open to feeling it, open to receiving the message, the wisdom, and whatever it is beautiful. It's nothing to be afraid of. So now that I've reshaped all those inside shapes, on the outside, there's these sharp edges. So now I go around my shape and round them out on the outside, staying with the emotion, feeling, staying with the breath. What does that emotion want to tell you? Where is it in your body? It's okay to feel. In this moment, you are safe. There's nothing to do. Just feel. The emotion is calling you to feel it fully. Once you feel like you've rounded out those sharp edges, it feels complete. I like to go in and see what wants to happen on the inside. So again, you can do whatever you want. It might be a color. This might want to be a certain color. It might want more details, more patterns. So you decide that. I like to fill in with lines, patterns. But you feel into what wants to be expressed. What does each shape call forward? So not the thinking mind, just allowing. If I go over, I like to smooth it out. And just notice where the feeling is in your body now. Is it still there? The intensity, has it shifted? Has something new emerged? Often emotions will flow into something new, reveal something new. Just notice that. How are you feeling? And we all see or perceive differently. You might get a new insight. It might be a picture, a sound, a smell. Something might have given you an insight, a new revelation. And when you feel complete, that's it. Drawing done. This is my curiosity drawing. This page is infused with this emotion. And I think my curiosity shifted to joy and definitely a calmness in the process. What about you? Feel free to share. Thank you.